And for our next guest, I have another cast member of Evangelion, someone who's been part of the cast for quite some time. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Allison Keith.
Yeah?
Shipp, Keith.
The good Shipp.
Lollipop.
Yeah. And what do you do in Evangelion? I know, but this is for people listening.
Oh, I am the voice of Misato Katsuragi.
Ah. Now, how long have you been the voice of Misato Katsuragi?
Wow. Okay, that's a loaded question. It's a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
mid-90s, early 90s?
Mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah?
It's been, near 15 years.
So that's a long time to have the same character, huh?
Yes, and I like her.
Yeah? What do you like about her? What's fun about her?
I love that, I mean, if you have a pet penguin, I mean, you're just a rock star in my world. And then I love that, she likes adult beverages, if you will.
Like boozing it.
Boozing it. I don't know, and I think she's just real. I like that she seems like kind of unapologetic for who she is.
She kind of is. What are some of the things like, those are some of the things you like about her. What are some of the things you maybe aren't so crazy about? Like, what about her hygiene? You like that? Or?
Yeah, no, not so much.
Not so much?
Not so much. I'm not sure that I like, the way that she sleeps and snores and, I don't know. She's
less ladylike?
Less ladylike.
Well, that kind of makes her fun, though.
Yeah, but,
as long as she wasn't your roommate.
Right.
Now, you have played Misato through the series and through a couple of movies and through these new movies as well. That's quite a spread as far as the time frame. What's it like getting to jump back into this character, every few years or in some cases much longer than just a couple of years? Do you feel like it's like riding a bike, or do you really have to, think about it and channel forth Misato, or how does it work?
I wouldn't say it's as easy as riding a bike, just because, gosh, the years spread, what I mean? Just the time frame. But I do love it because, first of all, I'm just grateful, to be a part of something that people like, and then to be able to do it with people that I like from the beginning all the way through now. Like, it's so fun to hear people's voices and just memories of, the years doing it.
Yeah.
Recording together, yeah.
Now, out of the old cast, who are some of your buddies? Who did you know out of the Ava cast before you started working on Ava?
I knew two people prior to recording. Actually, three. I knew Amanda Wynn Lee, Jason Lee, and Spike Spencer.
Okay.
But I've actually known Spike the longest.
Yeah?
Yeah. Man, Spike and I used to, I don't even know if he'll remember this, but I was maybe in junior high, and we would take an improv class from an improv instructor that would come in town from New York, and our agent would send, offer us a workshop, and Spike was always there. It was great. Since we were kids, he's still the same freaking person. He's hilarious.
So it sounds like the acting background goes quite a ways as well, as far as taking workshops and stuff like that. What is your acting background like? What else have you worked on prior to voiceover with anime and things of that nature?
Actually, I started off with Theater Under the Stars in Houston.
Okay.
About 6th grade. I was about 10 years old, and did Annie with Joanne Worley. Much more musical and theatrical stuff, and Peter Pan with Kathy Rigby. All the way through high school. I kind of took a break because I was like, I got to be a normal kid too, and so I didn't take the performing arts high school route. I needed to play basketball and have boyfriends and go out and be, kind of jockey. Softball and basketball.
Were you jockey?
Be jockey.
Were you jock-tastic?
I was jock-tastic, baby. Yeah, no, I loved sports, and I loved it all. I just kind of wanted to do it all. So I enjoyed it.
Cool. Well, what is it about Ava, the Evangelion franchise, that you think brings people back to it? Like, obviously you've been involved with it a long time, some aspects of the story, some aspect of the characters, things of that nature. What do you think about it, that there is about it, that where it keeps popping back up and that people want more and more of it?
I think it's kind of just the real life aspect in relationships. I think it's based so much on relationships, and kind of rising above obstacles. And I think the whole, Shinji and his dad, child parent problems, and then there's lots of that I don't know, that undertone sexual crush thing going on.
What? No way.
I know, right? Fan service, But I mean, I'm just saying, I think there's just it's kind of like, in my mind, one of a soap opera of sorts that people grow with the characters. Because I think what the series has done well is actually really take these characters on a good journey that seems to be interesting with each one of them.
Yeah, they each have their own little story, and all of them's story helps to, harness everything into the main story, but their own little subplots are very important, and they're interesting enough on their own where that could be its own little show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's rare that each character really can hold their own the way that they did with the writing of this, and I've always liked it. I've always been interested in it, so...
Well, that covers Misato fairly well. What's another one of your characters from anime that you have an attachment to? Obviously, there's an attachment to Misato. She goes back quite a ways, but
yeah, definitely the strongest attachment. But
who else is someone that you have a fond memory of?
Melissa Mao from Full Metal Panic.
Yeah.
She was kind of cool. She was like hardcore, rough scallion.
She is indeed. I love Full Metal Panic.
Oh, I do. Do you good? I liked it too.
I like that show. I remember when I started Full Metal Alchemist at my first, of just hearing the title of the show, I thought it was some sort of tie-in, but it's obviously not. But
I did too. And I was like, yeah.
You would think so.
Yeah.
What about Melissa Mao did you like? Why is Melissa a fond memory as far as a character that stands out for you?
Aside from her really cool short haircut?
Yeah, aside from that.
Okay. No, a lot. I think that just her strength, she just held her own with the other two leads, Chris Patton and, was it Vic?
No, it was, I guess it was Lucy. Lucy and Patton.
Oh,
you're talking about the other military characters that surrounded you. I haven't seen Panic in a few years, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Weber.
Yes.
Kurtz Weber.
Yes, Kurtz Weber, yes. But yeah, it was, I just liked it reminds me kind of like of the, CSIs at the time, but she was that not scared to be male-like. Just strength.
She's tough.
She's tough. She's a tough girl. Thank you.
Tough chicks are fun.
That would have been a much easier answer.
Now, back to Evangelion. I know just from going out on the conventions from time to time that I don't always see you there very often.
No.
Do you have any fan moments, any fan recollections, of the times when you have been able to go out, or have you received anything, through the studio or anything, any gifts or any interesting letters, any fan contact?
Yes, I have, actually. The neatest, I get so excited when I've signed a few DVD covers, and they'll be mailed, I guess the mailing address is to my husband's work,
Okay.
Address, and so he'll bring stuff home occasionally, and posters that I've signed, and so many awesome fans. They even include the pretty silver and gold markers,
Oh, okay.
So,
please sign it with this.
Yes, please sign with this and return it and fold it and my biggest fear is just messing it up,
Yeah.
But yeah, I really do, and I've seen. I remember one of my favorite fan moments was from one of our heroes that is overseas fighting, and I got one from a guy from Germany and over in Afghanistan, and just wrote me the sweetest letter about when they do have some downtime, that's what he likes, and that that was heartwarming.
Cool. Yeah.
It was way cool.
And it comes from all parts of the world, huh?
It really, really does.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, I can't stress enough what an honor it's been to be a part of something that who knew from back then.
Yeah.
How close and long it would be near and dear to me also. So.
Well, whenever I contacted you about this, whenever we're restarting the franchise back up, how long had it been since you recorded some Katsuragi?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, you're going to ask me years. That's the problem. I'm old now.
Would it have been the other End of Eva movies, or would it have been some director's cut Evangelion stuff? Do you recall?
I don't.
But it's been a while, though, huh?
It's been a while. Let's just say...
Has it been more than 5 years?
I wouldn't think so. I don't know that it's ever been a 5-year span that I haven't done...
Something with Ava.
Yeah. Right. But that's just out of my pure memory that I can't tap into now to know exactly when. But I remember Amanda coming in town. Maybe it was the director's cut stuff. That was the last time. But I did go to, I want to go back to the con thing, and I did go, gosh, I don't even want to quote that because it was before my son was born, so it's over 8 years ago. To Fanime in San Jose, and just had the time of my life.
Cool.
It was just at a point where I moved back from New York and was just kind of taking a break from theater and getting settled back in Houston and the family world, and buying a house. And I was more interested in mowing the lawn than doing things in the business at that point, but just had such a great time. And it's just hard being a stay-at-home mom now and being able to just pick up and get away while the kids are young. That'd be one of the only hard times about the cons.
Yeah. Well, we are happy that you were able to make a little time to come and reprise your role.
Well, I will always make the time. That's the point. If I have the ability, I will absolutely do it, and I look forward to making more time.
Excellent. Is there anything you'd like to say to the Evangelion fans out there before we sign off?
Guys, I just want to thank you personally for your interest and your support, and such a fun show that we get to dub, and the kind words and some of the wonderful criticisms that I've taken into consideration and put into play, and hopefully they've improved. But as a voice actor, it's a gift to get to do this, and especially to be a part of such a great show. Just a bigger gift with the bow on top.
And with the bow on top, we'll go ahead and wrap that up. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much, Mike.